Hey guys, it's Preston again, and I am back with another microphone scratching video. So, welcome back, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. I am recording this video on a very relaxing Sunday evening, and this one is going to be shot a little bit differently than what I normally do for videos where I'm talking or whispering is more accurate. So by the time that you're watching this, it means that my film crinkling video has already gone live, and I really like how that one turned out. And what I did for some of the the framing and the lighting, I'm trying something a little bit different with this one. I think that it is really important to try new things, especially when it's something that you're sort of just starting out with. So, in this case, it is video for me, and I do really enjoy this lens that I'm using, but unfortunately it won't let me go wider, so I hope you guys won't mind the disembodied voice. But I'm also using a different microphone setup than what I usually do. Hopefully it is it's coming out okay. I've had my eye on another camera lens for a while, and I think I may just pick that one up shortly. But just very basically, it will let me go wider while still getting this shallow depth of field. And sort of the background down here is not the greatest. I'm just keeping it dark. It's actually the first video that I am recording in a little bit of a, I guess you could call it a studio. I have a little space set up in the basement, and I will say it is nice to not have to take everything down and set it up each time. So I think that that may be a good idea going forward. September or maybe October. So it was really nice to be able to get outside and feel the warmth of the sun for once. The winter has been quite cold. Well, as winter usually is. I found out very quickly that I don't have the stamina that I used to, so maybe I can keep at it and make it part of a routine. I always think it's much easier keeping the momentum of something going when you make it part of your routine. I have been trying to get a little bit healthier for 2021. I talked a little bit about that in my first video I ever recorded for this channel. So if you are interested, you can check that one out. Things are finally starting to pick up around here. In fact, next Saturday is the beginning of the drifting season at a local, well, fairly local racetrack. So I go down there as often as I can during the season and take photos. And the way that it works is you can apply for a media pass to shoot actually on the track and things like that, obviously behind barriers, of course. But it's really cool to just have the best view of the cars. They're like literally there's this one hairpin turn where they're probably like 15 feet away from you, and it's just like, it's just so cool for action shots and just to see the kind of skill and commitment that people have to pull it off. You can also go for rides in some cars. There's 3 different levels usually, or groups. A, B, and C group. And C is sort of your people who were just starting out on their drift car journey. And A group is like semi-professional, I'd say. So you can do ride-alongs with A group, but I have not yet. So maybe this will be my first year, although I don't imagine, now that I say that, with everything going on, maybe that isn't the best idea. So I'll probably have to hold off on that, unfortunately. I've also really been itching to make a real effort at getting into concert photography. I do think I mentioned this on a previous video. I don't always want to be talking about the same things necessarily, but it is definitely something that I'm interested in. So it tends to come up fairly often. Just before the coronavirus happened, I had a couple of concerts lined up that ended up getting canceled. So I've just been, like everyone else has, waiting for these things to come back online. Other than that, not too much has been going on. I've been home a lot more, as most of us have. We don't have to talk too much about everything that's going on. It's sort of been talked about to death, but I do hope everyone is well. I have been watching a lot of tutorials on, well, a lot of different things, from video editing, just certain settings for shooting video, color grading, lighting, just everything that goes into the production of videos, just to up my game a little bit more each time and bring you guys the best content that I can. I've really been enjoying it. We actually had our fourth subscriber to the channel very recently. So a nice round number. And I think that it's really cool that people are enjoying the videos that I've been making. And that is the reason that I started this channel after all. I know ASMR has always been something that has helped me, so if it videos or helping other people. It's just something that's very cool to think about. And some of you guys have been leaving very kind comments, which I do appreciate. It's nice to be able to connect with people online, especially now that we're all, separated. I guess that's the right word. Maybe more segmented. I've also been watching videos on recording audio and that sort of thing. Just practicing recording on the microphone and just making everything seem a little bit more natural. I know, especially when I'm on camera, I'm not always the most comfortable, so just continuing to record videos and just make it a little bit more of something that's just happens to be there in the background. I know in the first video that I recorded, it's just so weird to be watching yourself and to see how you move, and then to be listening to yourself. We're not really used to our own voices, which I think is quite odd, but also just letting everything flow a little bit more. For these rambling style videos, I can certainly talk a lot, but for for the early ones, that makes it sound like it was in the distant past, but it was only about, oh goodness, maybe a month or two since I recorded those, so that sort of just shows you how quickly you can become more confident about being on the microphone. For the first ramble videos that I did, I actually would put together a list of things that I could touch upon if I needed to. I don't do that anymore. It just at a certain point you find that you can't really be glancing at that and be recording and making transitions to everything. Well, maybe I'm not skilled enough to do that, so I think it comes off more naturally. You just sort of keep the microphone recording, and you can always chop it up and edit things out in post. I think that's been the most impactful that I've found so far. it gets you out of the rhythm. And in those first videos, I just had so much extra video and extra audio of things that didn't make the final cut. So it all just sort of become a little bit of a mess. I forget exactly what it was, but I hadn't found the tool in Premiere Pro that if you record like I do, I have a camera set up with an external microphone, and it turns out there is a tool that will align both the audio from the camera's microphone and the audio from the external microphone. And for a couple videos it was taking me forever because I didn't realize that existed, and I'd have to, I was lining everything up myself, and just, I don't even want to say how much longer it takes to do it that way. That is just one of the many things that I'm sure that I'll look back on as I continue recording and just get a little bit of a chuckle when I think about it. In the meantime, I think I am going to call it a night. It's starting to get late around here, which is something that happens just about every time I record. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you consider